Hello, it's Mr. Reed here. Welcome back to Destiny 2, and you were in for a weird video today. Today is honestly a little bit of a chatting with Legend, and it's kind of me just explaining my personal thoughts, because it hit me as of late. Now that there hasn't been a lot of grinding to do in Destiny 2, and I've had a lot of free time to play different games that I have not openly been streaming, I realized I have the free will to stream whatever the heck I want, including videos of just me yapping and explaining my own personal thought process on things. I don't have to stream 8 hours a day and then clip a 2-minute clip and throw that to YouTube. I could stream whenever I want and just blurt out my deepest, most personal thoughts on things. So today, I have gone 7 wins in Trials of Osiris on Destiny 2 just to go to Mercury because I wanted to. Why? Why, you may ask? Why? You're probably not asking anymore. Because I fucking love Mercury. And I just kind of wanted to stream that and explain that, you know? I fucking love Mercury. And a lot of people just don't understand that. You know? A lot of people look at me and say, well, why? And the answer is simple. Mercury, for the longest time, has always been this weirdly exclusive location. Almost always been this oddly exclusive location. In D1, when I've heard about Mercury, when Crucible was not exactly dead, but not exactly alive and well and all that fun stuff, I think I got into some random matches with some people, and I went to Mercury on a Crucible map on D1. And I sat there and thought to myself, whoa, that's so cool. What is this place? And I realized it was the first planet of the solar system. The one closest to the fucking sun. The one that was one of the only locations that didn't have a single activity tied to it that I was aware of at that time. And I did some digging, I did some research, and that's when I found out the cold hard truth. It was tied to an activity called the Trials of Osiris. Win 9 games in a row flawlessly, and you would get to go to a limited time tower-like location. Technically the 4th location in Destiny. There was the Vestian Outpost, the tower, the Iron Lord's tomb, all that fun stuff. But then, if you went 9 wins, 0 losses, Destiny 2's Trials, and Destiny 1's Trials of Osiris, you would get to go to an exclusive, temporary location that felt wrong to be there, but it almost felt like you had earned it. A location known only as the Lighthouse. With the same soundtrack that we're hearing in the background right now as well. This beautiful location that made you feel like you shouldn't be here, but you earned the right to stay just for a little bit. That was the Lighthouse. That was Mercury in D1. This temporary location that you could never stay permanently at. You had to earn the right to be there. For the gloriousness to say you had won. You went flawless. And fuck, I love that. I love that. Especially since the loot was so goddamn gorgeous. I mean, hell, the Trials of Osiris loot is some of the only loot I actively carry on my Guardian at all times. Everything else throughout the past many fucking years, I've deleted almost all of it. I've deleted so much armor and so much loot from so many years ago that the only thing I carry at this point is stuff that will either benefit me in some way, shape, or form, or just for the sake of memorabilia. Like the 10-year anniversary armor, never gonna get that shit back. The fucking Iron Lord's armor, sure, I'll get that shit back. But the Trials of Osiris armor, yeah, I can get that back. But I don't want to lose it. I don't want that to be gone. I don't want to throw that away recklessly. It's a memento of the hard work and effort I put into the game from every stage. Every fucking stage. Back when it was a 3, 5, and 7 win system, when the only way you could get the loot that you wanted was you had to wait for the week where Summoner was the 3-week win, or the 3-win system, or the 5 win, or the 7, or the fucking flawless win. I remember all of that. I remember when they added a bounty where you could get the 3 wins just off of playing enough games. So if you, it was either you win 7 games or you lose 10 games, and you'd get whatever the 3-week reward was. God, that was so fucking funny. I had a group of friends that we all just sat there and said, well, fuck Trials of Osiris. Everyone's going in and hacking and cheating and all this fun bullshit. That we just sat there and was like, yeah, fuck that. Let's go in and just lose 10 games in a row, kill our KD, sure. But all we'll do is lose 10 wins, or lose 10 games, and we'll get premium fucking loot. And we did that for so long until I pretty much had everything. Every fucking thing. Sure, there's still some stuff I'm missing. I don't have the adept weapons. I don't have all the exotic, like, cosmetic stuff. I don't have the shaders. I don't have every single emblem. I'm missing the most recent one, but I'm not gonna complain too much about that. Fuck, I loved it. I was so happy when they announced Mercury was coming to D2 in the first expansion, the Curse of Osiris. I'm so excited about that, you know? We'd be going to Mercury in some free roamable capacity, an actual area for us to explore and free roam. Not just another tower, not just another Crucible map or series of Crucible maps. It was a genuine free roamable location. I was gonna have secrets and public events, and guns and bounties, and free roamable location, and all that fun stuff. And it came, and it was small. It was small, and I was a little disappointed, but I wasn't going to be too pissy about it because it was still what I was looking for in some capacity. And they gave us activities. Oh, they gave us such ridiculously fun activities. The Corridors of Time. The Sundial being a genuinely fun activity in my books. They gave us multiple different timelines with the Infinite Forest. They gave us the same location and then showed us the differentiation of time from the past and the future. The past being vibrant and gorgeous and just a jungle of opportunity, and the future being this barren, decayed, sunless wasteland. I fucking loved it. Every last bit of it. I loved it. I ate it up so much. This exclusive land that could not be free roam was finally available to us, with a gorgeous view of the sun and a realization that we were on the precipice of something dead and decaying, but still thriving in some aspects. The multiple different lighthouse towers off in the distance, the sand constantly being almost pushed away by the sheer magnitude and power of the sun. This location was small and insignificant and really unimportant, but to me, I just fucking loved the design of it. The different colored sand, the vexified environment, and the fact that regardless of everything, people still tried to live and make it here. People still tried to set up their rugs, their carpets, their flames, the decorations, the designs that state, we are here, we are thriving, we are living. It is a trial, it is a hell, but we choose to be here. And I love that. They turned something that was just a limited time exclusive environment to a world that that's a horrible word. A world that felt lived in. That felt as if it was still a decent place to be in, regardless of how rotten it was. Fuck, I love that. And in D1, it was just that. It was just the Crucible maps and the lighthouse. In D2, it was a free roamable location. And then they took it away. Not really upset about that. If anything, I'm more or less upset that we still can't orbit over Mercury. Like, literally, if you go to a Crucible map that involves Mercury, which is, I dare argue, a third of the fucking Crucible maps that are in this damn game, if you fly in, you'll fly to Mercury, you'll play the activity, then if you fly out, game over. You're all of a sudden orbiting over Earth. And I know the lore reasoning about it is like, oh yeah, Mercury's technically and canonically missing. It's like, yeah, I get that, but no offense, if I go to Io, and if I fly to Io and leave, I'll still be orbiting over Io, which pisses me off. That shit pisses me off. So, Mercury is just kind of this weird location. It exists in D2, but we can't orbit over the planet. We can fly to it. We can technically have the lighthouse as a temporary free roamable location. Unfortunately, how D1 did it is if you earned it for the weekend. How D2 does it is if you earned it for that one time that you're there, you know? So it's not perfect, but it's available, I suppose. Suppose. But God, this place was and still is one of my favorite locations in Destiny 1 and in Destiny 2. The exclusivity to it, the beauty behind a rotten corpse, a shell of a planet, a husk just withering away, right next to the golden aura and beams of the sun. Especially for the lighthouse, just surrounded by what this feels like, this massive maze, this trial of survival. An act dangerous in of itself. Looking towards the hot, aggressive, dangerous rays of the sun burning you. And if you turn around and look past you, it almost feels like this cold, winterish wonderland off in the distance. Like no matter what you get, there's no safety in it. You go too far away from the sun, you'll freeze to death. You go too close to the sun, you burn and melt. It's this weird in between. It's dangerous, but it's so fucking pretty. I love that. I love that. And I guess that's it. Yeah. I suppose that sums everything up. I love Mercury. One of my favorite locations. Deal with that information however the fuck you will. Bye!